You have to SCEIT to believe it. Karoline Leavitt just hilariously destroyed Whoopi Goldberg in a clash so brutal, so unexpected, it left the audience stunned, Whoopi speechless, and the internet on fire. This wasn't a debate, it was an absolute demolition, and Whoopi never stood a chance. In a moment that's already being called legendary, Leavitt walked into the View, faced off against one of Hollywood's biggest mouths, and with a calm smirk and a few devastating one-liners, exposed the empty talking points and worn-out rhetoric that have plagued that show for years. It wasn't just savage, it was historic. Before we break down this absolutely wild encounter, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications because what just happened on national television might go down as one of the most satisfying political smackdowns of the decade. So let's set the stage. Karoline Leavitt, former Trump White House staffer, rising GOP star, and absolute warrior in the fight against media hypocrisy, was invited onto The View clearly as a setup. The plan: throw her into the lion's den, ambush her with snark and sarcasm, and walk away with a few cheap applause lines. But Karoline didn't just survive, she obliterated the whole script. The moment she sat down, it was on. Whoopi Goldberg opened with that familiar tone, smug, dismissive, ready to talk down. But Leavitt didn't flinch. She didn't even blink. Instead, she came out swinging with a calm, confident takedown that caught everyone off guard. With a smile, she looked straight at Whoopi and said, "I know you play pretend for a living, but out here in the real world, we're dealing with actual problems and Americans are tired of being lectured by celebrities who don't live with the consequences of their opinions." Boom. You could practically hear the air get sucked out of the room. Whoopi, stunned, tried to pivot, but Leavitt wasn't done. She calmly pulled up receipts on inflation, the border, crime, and censorship, directly contradicting the usual View spin. Every time Whoopi tried to interrupt, Karoline cut through the noise with cool precision. And then came the kill shot. When Whoopi accused Karoline of parroting right-wing talking points, Leavitt leaned in and said, "You accuse me of parroting, but you've repeated the same script for 20 years. The only difference is, America's not buying it anymore." Savage. Direct, absolutely unanswerable. You could see the panic in the eyes of the co-hosts. Joy Behar jumped in with a sarcastic jab. Karoline calmly corrected her. Sunny Hostin threw a snide remark. Karoline responded with facts, not fury. It was like watching someone defuse bombs live on air, one liberal talking point at a time. But what made it truly iconic was her composure. She didn't raise her voice. She didn't insult. She didn't take the bait. She just calmly, surgically dismantled every single attack and made it look easy. And when the segment ended, she stood up, smiled, and delivered one final, glorious line. "Thanks for having me. It's good to know the truth can still get a word in even here." The internet went absolutely insane. Clips flooded Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, millions of views within hours. Comment sections exploded with phrases like "total knockout," "Karoline for president," and "finally someone shut them down." Chamber got punched straight in the script. Karoline Leavitt didn't just destroy Whoopi Goldberg, she did it with grace, humor, and unshakable command of the facts. It was clean. It was classy. And it was devastating. This is how the culture war is being won, not with rage, not with riots, but with fearless voices who walk into hostile territory and speak truth without blinking. And something tells me this is only the beginning.